Hey, Professor Wise Guy here with a follow-up on my fabulous Nonograms introduction. All right, when I play that game, I generally play in a little bigger scale than the example I used previously. And if you missed that, by the way, you might want to take a look at it. But I want to share with you some tips that I use in order to solve those puzzles. All right, let's take a look. Now, if you watched my introductory nonogram video, you may remember that we use the 5x5 grid. If you scroll up to the top of the page, though, you see that they've got a 10x10 puzzle. They've got a 15x15 puzzle. They've even got a 25x25, and man, that is just big and huge and kind of scary. That's a little big for me, so I opt normally for the 20x20. So here is a 20x20 puzzle. As I solve this puzzle, I'm going to look for the biggest numbers. And so I'm going to just look right in down here to 10 and 6, or 6 and 10, 7 and 10. And here's what I'm going to do. Let's take 7 and 10. I'm going to count over 10 from the right, and then count over, well, 10 plus 7, that's 17. And then the gap in between, the space, that makes it 18. So I'm going to take this back over to number 18. I'm going to do the same thing on this side. I'm going to go from the left 7 over and go back from the right 18, or 3 from the end. So I've got those, and I know that those should be blacked in. I'm going to do the same thing over here, except now it's 17. I start at 6 and go back to 17. Doesn't get me quite as excited, but now that I've got some things that are close to the wall here, I say, well, those are all 3s, aren't they? Except for this one, it's a 1. And that's sure handy. Look at that. Now I know this is my 6. It starts there in the 6th position, goes all the way back here, and that's about all it tells me. Over here, I go along, and there's some 3s, which aren't terribly helpful, but there's a 9, and there's a 7, and I'm going to extend these on up as far as I know they go. And it's a 5. So we got 8. I know that has to be blank because there's only 2 possible on either side. I look here, I see 1, 3, 1. Well, there's my 3. It's already in place, so I'm going to mark it off and mark those off. I've got 4 space 1, and that's my 6 on this line. And you can see I'm making some progress. Now, I know these 3s are all right down there on the base. This should be a 4, but it can't fit in there, so that's nothing there. 3, 3, I don't learn anything new there. But let's try this guy. I'm going to start from the right and go over 8. And then 5, 6, 7, 8. And now we got 4, 8, 7, 9, 9. A 3 and a 3, and now again I'm making some progress. All right. Now, 13 and 2. It's another big one. Notice I've got part of what has to be part of my 13, and it's all the way over here to 15, so these first 2 are going to be blanked out. And now I'm going to go back to 15. That's 13 plus 2, plus the extra. That takes me back to 16. And all of those are solids. Now, here is one that's a 7 and a 3. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And only can have 2 more above it, so I'm going to block all of these out. I hope you see what I'm doing. I'm just picking things kind of at random. 7 and 4 goes there. Now, I want to look at this line for a second. 2, 2, 3, and 1, and I've got 4 individual spots. Can I do anything with that? Well, I can, because I know there's a 1, a single, off to the side. It could be that one, but it doesn't have to be that one. So let's say that's the 3. But then can this be a 2? Well, no, because once I put something there, it's going to be in the way. That's my 3. And that's my 1 at the far right. And now I've got a 2 that may be here, or maybe here. I don't know. What else have we got? 7 here, I know has to be in this space. I only got a couple of things out of it, but a couple of things are better than none. And here's a good one. 3, 4, 9, 1. Now, that's 17, 18, 19, 20. Oh my goodness, we're going the whole way across. Because I add the numbers up, and then I add 3 extras. 6, 7, 8, 9, space 1. I've done this one same way. 6, this is 11, 14, 15, 16. So I went across 6 to there, and then counted from the other side to 16, and I'm there. That's got to be a 2. Does that have to be a 1? No. I could have my 2 here, space 1, so I can't count on that. It might be, but there's no reason to assume it would be. Okay, let's look at a couple of other things that are just jumping out in front of us. And this 5, 2, we know that can't be anything. And I need a place for 5. Well, this is the only one. So there we go. 2, 2, 4, and 5. 3, 5. Can't get a 5 in there. And that's really helpful because I get to put the 7 up there and the 1 there. Now there are 3 spots the 2 could be in on this column, but it's that much farther along. Those 3 2s are all blocked off now, and there's that. The 3, we don't know exactly where it is, but we know where it isn't. And my 13 2, well, this now has to be the 2. And now we got this thing pretty well taken up. All right, I'm going to stop talking so much. I'm going to probably cut away, and I'll come back when I'm just about done with this entire ordeal. All right, it's taken me, 15 minutes, but I did have to take a little break. And I've got 1 spot left, so I'm going to fill it in. That's my 2. 1, 1, 2, 4, 4. So 1, 1, 2, 4, 4. I think I've got it all right. Do I have it all right? Let's find out. I don't want to push new puzzle. I did that a little while ago, and it was really annoying. So here we go. I'm going to say done. And it tells me, uh-oh, 1 more to go. Where is it? I don't see, oh, there. It's probably here. Yes, indeed. That's a 4 instead of a 3. And so I blank that out. It's hard to see them. Done. And boom, it's finished. Wow. Took quite a while, but I'll blame it on something. I don't know. Let me tell you something I don't like about this game is, unlike other ones, you can't back up. You can, but it's very hard. It's hard to know, I'm kind of guessing here. And really guessing is pretty tough. It's going to take you a long time before you realize, that guess was wrong. There's no way to check your work. It'll tell you have mistakes. Well, no kidding. There are 400 squares here. But that's okay. Can't expect everything. It is free after all. So that's Nonograms. Give it a try. And that's how I go about solving Nonograms. I'm not trying to break records. I don't enter my results into the all-time Hall of Fame. But I do enjoy the game, and I kind of like finishing it. So if you like this, whether or not you like Nonograms, then consider subscribing, ring the bell, give me a thumbs up. But for now, get out of here.